Greetings, I would like to buy everything you have.
Sir, this is a jewelry store.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
I don't think you can afford everything.
Why? Because I'm an elf?
Yes, sir, because you're an elf.
Elves make good money, okay?
Ladies, gentlemen, and Highlands of all ages, Tears of the Kingdom is absolutely chock full of equipment for you to find randomly within caves, purchase from shops, or even get as rewards for completing quests. And while some of it is just pure defense and armor numbers, other pieces are a bit more special than that, providing skills that help you out or even set bonuses for equipping every piece of armor of their respective set. Today we're going to be going over a nice big pile of armor, one with a proper set bonus that is actually genuinely useful for a fair portion of your journey in the game, a few with individual skills that make them worth acquiring for different reasons, and some that you simply cannot find unless you know where to go to get them, because of course this game does like to hide things just a little bit. I mean, in a game this big, sometimes you just need a little bit of a hint, and no matter what every armor piece I'll be talking about today can help you out at some point in your journey through Tears of the Kingdom, and so without further ado, here comes another collection of important armor you need to get during your Tears of the Kingdom playthrough, starting with number 1, the Tingle set. Yeah, it's silly. I know it's silly. It looks hilarious. Some people like looking silly, some people don't. But you know what we all like? Moving faster. Tears of the Kingdom is a massive game, and traversal is what you'll be doing for the vast majority of your time with this game. So how would you like a set that boosts your movement speed in the dark? This counts for caves, the depths, and anywhere in the overworld when it's night, and of course you can force it to be night literally whenever you want and able to activate this. Also, piece of advice, don't take all your clothes off in Gerudo Town. They will literally throw you in prison. Who knew? There is another set that can give you this ability too, the Dark Link set, and obviously that one looks much cooler, but to get that one you have to farm up a bunch of Poe in the depths and then purchase it from a vendor, which is a fairly hefty time investment, whereas the Tingle set with the same bonus can be acquired simply by picking it up in 3 locations. That said, the first of these locations is in the Dueling Peaks Mountains. There are 2 relevant caves here, one on the northern mountain and one on the southern mountain. The southern mountain contains the armor piece itself, but it is blocked behind a puzzle. Obviously I'll be showing you the solution to the puzzle here, but if you want to be able to find how you're supposed to do this, it actually is in the northern cave here. It'll be the solution for the puzzle. So I'll show you both caves just so you can feel like you completed it properly. In the northern cave then there are a couple of enemies. You can just completely wander past them if you'd like to, and then if you look at the ceiling in here you will see a diagram. Angle it up like I am here, and then you can either memorize the diagram itself or just take a picture of it with the camera and save it to your album so that you can check it yourself later. After that, head to the northern cave. This one is a bit higher up than the southern one, but still easy to access. Again, there is an enemy in here. You can just ignore them if you want and climb up the wall behind them to find the puzzle chamber. In here are some pressure plates and some rocks. Simply arrange the rocks to match the pattern shown in the diagram from the other cave, and the wall will slide open in front of you, revealing the chest that holds the Tingle shirt chest piece. Next up, we want to head to the Gerudo Highlands. Specifically up here on the northwestern side, you will find the statue of the 8th heroine. This is a puzzle to unlock using light and mirrors. There is a chest just a bit down from the top of the cliff on the western side that contains 3 mirrors if you don't have any on you. Then head up on the western side of the cliff to the top, take out a mirror and angle it to take in the sunlight above and shine it down to the yellow panel on the statue itself. Of course, this can't be done during the night or when it's particularly cloudy, but just get the sunlight from above and angle it down here. After a couple of seconds it will turn green and a cave will open up. Enter the cave and it's full of Gerudo enemies that you can fight or honestly just ignore if you want to by running around fast enough. The chest is in the back of the room, but oh no, it's covered in sand. Thankfully, there is also a fan within this room that's covered in sand, so pull it out of the sand with Ultra Hand, activate it, and use it to blow the sand off of the chest. Then you can open it for the Tingle's Hood armor piece. Then finally, all the way on the eastern side of the map, you want to head to Cape Kales. Just at the bottom of this area by the water is Cape Kales Cliff-Based Cave. Try saying that one 5 times fast. You can glide down here no problem, and at the mouth of the cave there is a wooden plank in the water and a big sliding door in front of you that seems almost impenetrable. Simply press down on your D-pad to whistle and the door will slide open, no problem. From here, swim in and you'll think you see a chest in front of you, but it's just an ornate tent filled with nothing relevant. Instead, swim over to the northern end of the ship that's in the water within the cave where you'll find a plank of wood at the back. Stand on it and descend up to the top deck of the ship itself. Again, there are enemies on this ship, up to you if you want to fight them, but head to the opposite end of the ship from where you came up, and behind a bunch of crates will be a chest containing Tingle's tights. When you equip every piece of the armor set here, you will see the night speed up set bonus, which again is extremely valuable in this game. With that then, let's talk about number 2, powerful jewelry accessories. This isn't the name of a specific piece of armor or even a set necessarily, but more a collection in itself of powerful armor pieces all located in the same location. There is a prerequisite for this, and it is the completion of the Thunder Temple. All this stuff is located in Gerudo Town in a shop, but the shops here are only open once the temple is completed. If you have done that, then simply head to the jewelry shop located here on your map and go inside, and you'll find a whole host of beautiful accessories. They are all pretty expensive, but I bought them myself to check them out so you don't have to. Of course, you only have to buy the specific ones that you want to have based on the information I can give you. The first piece that you'll see on entry is the Diamond Circlet. This costs 2,400 rupees, which is quite steep, but it has the attack up skill on it, which is fantastic to have, and it uniquely goes up to 28 defense when fully upgraded with the Great Fairies, making it the only piece of attack up armor in the game that can hit 28 defense, which is the highest defense number for a single armor piece. As a result, if you want to attack up armor, this is technically the best singular piece that skill can be on that you can ever get. Beside that then is the Ruby Circlet for 1,300 rupees, and this one gives you 1 level of cold resistance, not an overly powerful skill, but a useful one nonetheless, and a cool looking armor piece to wear to acquire it. Then we have the Sapphire Circlet beside that for 1,400, which is essentially the same thing but for heat resistance instead. After that we have the Topaz earrings for 1,200 rupees, and these come with the shock resistance skill. This isn't resistance to lightning damage itself, but it is resistance to the shock status that makes you drop all of your equipped gear when hit by lightning, so it's still really useful to have going in against anything lightning based. After that are the Opal earrings for 700 rupees, and they come with 1 rank of swim speed up. They are not the only armor piece with a skill, but they are only 700 rupees, so it's still nice to have these as an option. Then finally in here you'll find the Amber earrings for 400 rupees. These have no skills at all, but are capable of being upgraded through Great Fairies to the maximum defense of 28, again tied for highest armor value in the game. That makes these extremely cheap to acquire if you just want pure defense, and their upgrade cost is actually relatively cheap as well, mostly just requiring Amber, which is a common drop from mining. So this is likely one of the quickest pieces that you could even get to 28 armor. That said, obviously in the long run the Diamond Circlet is better as it reaches 28 armor at full upgrades, but also with the attack up skill. Of course, if you want to get all of these pieces, it will cost you a butt ton of rupees, but there are some relatively easy ways to acquire money in Tears of the Kingdom. We have a completely legit rupee farm if you want to go and check that out and go that route, or if you aren't averse to exploiting just a little bit, we have a duplication glitch on the channel up as well. That does it for the jewelry then, but Gerudo Town is not quite done, as next up we have number 3, the Secret Shop. Again, this isn't an armor set per se, but it is a uniquely hidden location that contains most of an armor set, as well as 2 unique pieces of armor with skills that you cannot get anywhere else in the game in any sense. Once again, you must have completed the Lightning Temple to unlock the shops in Gerudo Town, so that is a requirement for this as well. But once you have, just simply head to the entrance of Gerudo Town, and then in front of you on the left is a little drainage channel for an aqueduct, but it has no bottom to it, so jump over and drop into this hole to find a little underground area with some breakable rocks. Break the rocks however you choose to do so, and you'll find more breakable rocks behind them. Repeat the process and more breakable rocks, so just do it again. Then up top on your left is an alcove with, you guessed it, more breakable rocks. Smash on through all these, then you'll be in a hallway heading left. Instead of continuing through the hall, use ascend here and you'll pop right up into Gerudo Town's secret armor shop. If you wander around, you'll find that the door to this place leading outside actually has a box in front of it. If you move that box out of the way or destroy it however you want, you can open the door, and now you can re-enter here from the ground level of the town whenever you want in this location. As far as the specific goodies available to you within this shop then, on one side you have the remaining 2 pieces of the Desert Voe Armor Set, the legs for 650 rupees and the chest for 1,300 rupees. Not only do these armor pieces both have heat resistance, which makes them great for surviving in the area, they actually look incredibly good too. Like, honestly, one of my top 3 or 4 armor sets in the game, aesthetically speaking, so they're definitely worth having a look at. Worth noting here that you can also get the Desert Voe headband earlier on, just being sold by a merchant in the Karakara Bazaar on the road into Gerudo Town itself. You can buy this armor piece whenever you get to this area, it's not hard. Aside from that, there are 2 extremely unique pairs of boots in here too. First up, these snow boots for 1,300 rupees, which gives you snow speed up. When walking in snow normally, you will simply have lower movement speed than you otherwise would. If you equip these boots, that's no longer the case. Simple as that, you move at normal speed. Obviously this makes them great as an item to just carry around, and then whenever you are in that situation, stick them on. Use your other 2 slots for cold resistance, and you're basically in a perfect cold area armor set. Not something that you need to have equipped permanently, but a situationally fantastic piece. Beside those then are these sand boots for 1,200 rupees, and these, as you might expect, are the the exact same thing but for sand instead of snow. Useful, right? Not to mention that, again, these two skills do not come on any other armor within the game. You can only get them by heading to this specific hidden shop right here and dropping some rupees. That's it for today then, everyone. The Tingle set for some enhanced snipe movement, the Jewellery shop full of useful goodies that you can buy with the absolute star of its inventory being the Diamond Circlet, the best singular attack up armor piece in the game, and then also the secret shop in Gerudo Town with the heat resistance armor set as well as snow and sand movement speed up skill armor too. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you enjoy the rest of your journey through Tears of the Kingdom now that you have these armor pieces in your collection to help you out as you go. Like if you liked the video, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more, and most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, stay sweet.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.